What's up, everybody?
Hey, Noam.
Hi.
Hi, Estee. Hey, Robert. Hey, Danny. Hey, Eagle. Hey, Juskow.
And it begins.
Say hi to Estee, everybody. Nobody's seen Estee this whole time.
That's
Hi,
right.
Estee.
Hi, Estee.
Hi, under the rock. I was hiding under
Ronny
the...
Chieng, look at that. Wow, we got a full
What's
house.
up? Nice.
Whoa, I got to adjust my screen now. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey guys.
Okay,
Hey,
go ahead,
Ronnie.
Robert. Take it, Robert.
No, well, welcome everybody to Comedy Cellar Nightly. Let's go around. Noam, introduce everybody. So
Well, I think we just did. Ronny Chieng, Danny Cohen, Estee Adoram. Who's that? Gina Brillon, Dave Juskow, Eagle Witt, Robert Kelly.
Gina, turn your phones. There you go.
And Mike is, where's Mike?
Mike is the Comedy Cellar photo. He goes
Why doesn't
away
he put himself on the air?
because nobody wants.
Boom.
We're already depressed. We don't want to see that.
And who's that to Danny over Danny's left
Hey,
shoulder?
Mike's worthy.
He loves the YouTube.
Danny, who's that over your shoulder there?
Oh, that's
Hey,
Jody
Eagle.
Wasserman. That's Jody Wasserman. We're quarantining together.
How is she feeling?
You quarantine with who you quarantine with. That works.
Robert, I don't know. On my computer, you're like the center square, like in a Hollywood square. So you go ahead. You take it. Go ahead.
Mine
Well,
too.
no, I mean, welcome everybody. This is a big show. It's so funny to me because you can see how people live by their backdrops. And that's exactly how I thought Juskow would live right there. But I was talking before this, and I'm so glad Estee's here. And it really, all this became very real to me the other day when Noam said, he goes, I don't think Estee will be able to go back to work for a long time, even if we open up. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to see Estee for months.
I was going to talk to her about that myself, Robert.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
I gotta go.
I'm not going back to work.
But now that you mentioned it, go ahead.
Well, it's just because, I mean, now who knows when we're going to get back to the cellar? Who knows when we're going to see each other again, when we're going to be around each other. And it makes me so sad that the last time I saw you was the last time I'm going to see you for a while. I took it for granted that, we all go on the road and stuff, but there's no better feeling for me than to walk up that stair on a Friday or Saturday night. And look at that back table and I see you and I see Noam and I see the comics and everybody's committed. And then you walk in and Keith usually says something very mean about your outfit. And then you got to take a deep breath and then you sit down and, and then you're like, Robert, go. And I have to run because I was talking too much and I almost missed my spot. And I mean, it just kills me that we're not going to be able to do that for a while.
Yeah, even from the audience's perspective, it's going to be tough for people to mentally understand that they actually have to sit next to each other. And it might be very scary for audiences for a while. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that.
Yeah. Danny,
Ronnie,
you have beautiful hair, by the way. I just need
You really do.
It's
gorgeous.
I would have already cut it, but this is getting a little crazy. I've been in the house for 23 days.
I want to ask Ronny Chieng.
23 days.
I'm sorry, Danny. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, just I'm going on 23 days. I started a little earlier than a lot of other people.
What are you doing? What are you doing for love?
What? What?
Ronnie, you're from Asia. It's no secret. It's no secret. No, I wasn't going to say that. It's no secret that the Asian countries have handled this way better than America, than your adopted homeland of America.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts about America right now in the way we're handling all this?
Yeah, it could have been done a little better. It's a little chaotic, but that's what makes America. That's the strength of America, right? Individual freedoms, and sometimes you get the iPhone, you invent the iPhone, and then sometimes you respond badly to the coronavirus. You know, like you take the good with the bad.
What do you think we should have done differently?
Well put.
I think you know they saw it coming. They probably could have prepared the federal government a bit better in terms of more testing. You know, testing I think is essential. They could have covered the borders a little bit better. But I think they had maybe a two-month head start that they squandered. You know, there's a 2 month there where it's like you know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I feel like they didn't prep enough for it. You know.
They didn't take it seriously.
You hate to blame people for natural disasters, but I think you look at this and you can definitely tell that they definitely could have done better. I mean, I don't know what the politics are, but I think Governor Cuomo very reassuring.
Is this a natural disaster? I mean, I consider an act of a hurricane or a flood or an act of God. This is an act of man.
I don't know. I think epidemics. I think I consider them natural disasters.
Well,
I mean,
don't eat crazy shit when this doesn't happen.
Yeah, it can't. You know,
have a ham sandwich and you're good.
Hey,
was
you're not
AIDS
gonna
a natural disaster? AIDS?
Yeah, that was from a monkey. Don't eat the thing that the monkey bit, and then we, like I said, have some matzo ball soup, and we don't get AIDS.
The only thing they had left on the shelf at my store was Dinty Moore beef stew. Do you think I can catch it from that?
I love Dinty Moore.
I actually like it too. It's been delicious. But
It's
I
so
saw
good.
them eating it in Erin Brockovich when she was feeding her 3 kids, and I'm like, this is not good. This kind of
Juskow,
stuff on the Upper East Side. That's why they had it left over.
No, I'm
Juskow,
waiting.
you look like you snuck back into the law firm that fired you.
That managing partner has the coronavirus. See, some good came out of this.
But I was going to say, Ronnie, yeah, I agree about Cuomo's press conferences, but Cuomo too. He didn't close the schools on time. He didn't cut us down to the events in time. Everybody was late. I think that top to bottom, I think an advantage they had in Asia is they've had a few scares like this before already. So they were quick to it, you know.
Also, you know, those countries are smaller. Sorry, Estee. Yeah, you.
No. We had that conversation in the olive tree. I don't think that anyone could foresee what this thing is.
Who
I mean,
foresaw it, Estee? Tell everybody.
Yeah, you did.
Tell the truth.
You did. You did, and I made fun of that.
Yep.
Because I did not realize that can reach this kind of proportions.
Are you
I called
talking
a
about
family
Trump?
meeting. I called a family meeting.
No, I'm talking about Noam.
Are you talking about Trump or no?
And I really thought that Noam was exaggerating. He was being an alarmist. I did not foresee it. I didn't get to see contingency till yesterday, so I couldn't predict it. Unbelievable.
We talked about it every night already. We went out and bought an extra refrigerator. We did everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really thought that you were an alarmist. I didn't think it's gonna that what happened would happen.
Now they accuse us of bullying females, you know. So Gina, come on, get into the conversation there.
Gina, I am a little bit concerned about you. How far along are you?
I'm 6 months pregnant currently.
And you okay?
My wife's always 6 months pregnant.
You know what? Honestly, it's been a little scary, but I mean, I'm already antisocial, so I haven't left my apartment. I'm fine. I'm cool, but I'm just careful when I do leave.
Are you prepared for delivery in the hospital? And what if they don't let your husband in and all of that?
Oh yeah, I already spoke to my doctor about it. I was like, am I gonna have to have this baby at home? Because I am not. I need all the drugs. I am not.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. A lot of people are preparing for home birth. There's a lot more women that are pregnant in quarantine than I thought. Like, there's been a lot of chats. People have been hitting me up on social media to talk to me about it because it's a scary time because many women had a birth plan already. So and that birth plan goes out the window.
Rachel Feinstein, when's your due date? In May?
On July.
Rachel's
July
is
17th.
July 17th, that's my birthday.
Oh, get out of here. Yeah, hopefully I won't have to have the baby at home though, because I'm not prepared.
I think you'll be okay by July.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we are.
I hope, Noam, that your prediction is right, because I don't think that we can. I'm going to have a very hard time to sit put till July.
Well, no, I'm just predicting that she'll be able to go to that by then they will have a protocol of certain places you can go, which are isolated from that thing. I don't know that people will be coming out to comedy clubs in July. I listen, this is going to be a real laugh riot, but Estee, it's true. Like for as long as this virus is around, you probably won't want to come down to the club. We got to get your hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Well, can we make the table? Can we make the table into a bubble? Like the boy in the bubble?
We can do a GoFundMe for a hazmat suit for Estee.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to say. Obviously, I'm going to have to be careful, but I don't know. I really hope that it doesn't.
Robert, your spot. Go ahead.
Very funny. No,
I'm actually going to get a gun this Friday. I'm going to pick up my gun. I got a fridge, I got a freezer, I got all this food stacked up over here. That's just for me, not my.
But that was before the virus, right? Yeah. What kind of gun are you getting?
I'm getting a shotgun.
A shotgun.
I'm driving an hour away. I'm gonna get a shotgun. Yeah, I'm gonna get a gun. Yeah.
Can you get me one too?
Well, you can come with me if you want. I can't buy a gun for you. You need to be there. You can't just buy guns for people.
No, just buy two for you.
I can't. It's registered to me, and I get 25 years if you shoot somebody with that gun.
You're so responsible buying a gun. I've never heard.
Noam, you know that
I love that you guys are laughing, but
the virus.
What?
Noam,
what?
Did you know that Eagle had the virus?
Oh no! Let's hear it. So Eagle, you had it, and you're over it. Go ahead, tell us the story.
Yeah, but
what?
How bad was it?
It's really scary. The breathing's really scary. Everything else to me, I was like, whatever, I'll be all right. But like when the breathing starts getting tight, you be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like I thought I was gonna die like 2-3 nights.
How tight was it?
According to my doctor, who I was like on FaceTime with like a lot, not that tight compared to other people. But for me, it felt like crazy, which makes me think this must be pretty serious. Because he was like, you have a mild version. And I thought I was gonna die. So
now, how do you know you had
it? Do you have any idea
how'd you get tested?
How did you get it?
I never left my crib. Never even got tested. The doctor was just on FaceTime with me. His wife's a doctor. They were both looking at me. They're like, yeah, you got it. They were like, but you're young and you're beating it. And I was like, I beat it. Have a dry cough a little bit. I'm drinking a lot of water.
Any idea how you got it?
I think honestly, traveling back from Vegas probably, because I traveled the week when the news came.
Oh boy!
Yeah, people were coughing on the plane and shit. I couldn't avoid it.
Oh damn!
So you still self-quarantined?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay regardless for the next couple months because unless I know for a fact that the antibodies are like 100%, I'm gonna just stay. I got food in the crib and stuff.
Oh my god!
Can't do stand up anyway. I would only leave my crib to do stand up. I'm a homebody regardless.
Yeah.
Robert,
do you go out for groceries?
Yeah.
Nah, I got groceries.
Robert, I'm ready.
What is that? A Nerf? Paint that black, and you'll be fine.
So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Robert should get a gun? Do you think that's necessary? Danny?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of.
Because he stores a lot of food.
Well, no, I have a family, Ronnie, and people are actually starting to go to homes and say there's people going around now that they're saying they're with the city and they're checking the houses and they're doing break-ins and stuff like that all the time. And I'd rather have a gun and not use it ever than to want one and not have it. Yeah. And it's true because
I cannot picture you, Robert. I cannot picture you using one.
Well, if I would never use it, but if someone's breaking into my house to get food or to get money,
you fucking use it.
If this gets serious, where people look at, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't have a job. I don't have anything else. There's a lot of other people in my situation. I'm in the neighborhood that, a lot of people in a couple
isolated.
Yeah, and it's not like there's cops right down the street. It's not like I'm in the city and I got neighbors above me, below me, on the side of me.
Right.
I get, and if someone comes in my house in the middle of the night and breaks into my house, but you have to, if we're outside, it's weird because in New York, the laws, You have to run. You have to retreat in public, but in your home, you can defend yourself. You can't, I can't just shoot somebody is in my driveway or somebody's on my front lawn.
No, but in your house, in your house.
Yeah.
If they enter my home, I still have to try to retreat.
I hear you, Robert, and I've heard it on the news a lot, and a lot of people are talking about that. But I still am trying to be, maybe I'm naive. I don't think it's going to come to that.
Well, it might if we're here until July.
Yeah.
You know,
if somebody wants to rob my house for food, they have to really literally drive right past the 24-hour grocery store. So, but you never know.
Options.
You got to be careful, Noam, because there are people starting to take advantage of these situations.
Yeah.
Yes.
My friend lives in Astoria, and he said some dude was trying to pick his lock in his apartment building.
Get out of here. I'm in Astoria. Who that was?
I don't know.
See, I'm going the old-fashioned way. I'm going to plan a bank job right down the street.
But you can't get guns now, by the way. If all these gun people, because I was like, all right, because you can buy a long gun. You can't buy a handgun, but you can buy a rifle or a shotgun. And I was like, oh, I'll just get out and grab a gun. And you give them your license, they do a check on you, and you just leave with a gun. That's how it works. But they're all gone because all these gun people, as soon as this happened, they went and bought all the ammo, all the guns. Then all the gun stores closed because they're not essential. And but there's one place like an hour away from here, the gun lady, and she has a UPS place in her store.
That's the name of her business, the gun lady.
The gun lady.
That's great.
And
it's easy to find.
That's the next.
Gotta leave it to Robert to find these people. He really does. They're all fans of his show, and they really are. He's got all these crazy people.
And she's she has UPS, which is essential. So she gets to stay open as a UPS and a gun store.
She's a smart lady too.
Yeah.
Smart lady.
I'm actually
Robert, you told me this story before about that night when New York City went, there was a power outage for one night.
Yeah, blackout.
Blackout for one night. And you said that one night made you very nervous.
That I'll tell you why, because it was after September 11th. The power went out on the East Coast. New York City goes back 200 years without electricity.
Yeah.
So
at night, you can't see in front of your face. The reason why at night
a lot of looting.
We went 2 blocks, and the homeless people ruled the night. They were lighting barrels on fire. Girls were getting their, we walked 2 blocks from 11th to 9th. And one of the girls we was with got grabbed. Her ass got grabbed.
Wow.
Some guy came up to me and my wife and went, and we didn't even see him. Like, we didn't know who he was. And we immediately turned back. Like, this is the street. I mean, people were getting hit by cars because there was no street lights.
Remember that night?
It was terrifying.
I drove to Connecticut. I bought a generator and we opened the Comedy Cellar that night. Remember? And then SNL came down and they shot Louis C.K. that night. Do you remember that, Estee?
Yeah.
I know it was August 14th.
Yeah, I bought a generator and it probably was illegal, but I did it. I left the generator outside on the street. I
remember I loved it. The only thing that was good about it is that they had to give away all the ice cream and all the bodegas.
That's right. I was stuck in Chelsea and everybody was playing guitar on the sidewalk. It was a whole different vibe. People were thinking.
People that live
playing guitar.
The rich people that lived on the 40th floor of my building, they were miserable because back then they didn't have the lighted hallways or the glow in the dark steps. So you had to walk 40 flights in the dark to get to your apartment. And they were like, as they were going up, they were like, is anybody going to the 40th? We're like, no.
I lived on the 14th floor, and I remember going huffing and puffing.
Oh,
it was a nightmare.
That was one night. Imagine
the toilets didn't work.
What?
The toilets didn't work.
Yep, that was one night.
As bad as this is, can you imagine what this would have been like 20 years ago? Without video, without.
No, it's beautiful. Yeah. This is the best time to be quarantined in history.
He's fucking isolated, like really
Netflix,
fucking isolated.
internet, video games. This is fantastic. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
I mean, it really would have been daunting. I mean, this is really like, I mean, you kind of get used to this. It is kind of like socializing.
Yeah. It's the only form of socializing we got right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible how many people are socializing through Zoom or social media. Every night I go on Instagram and there's people live all night long. And I'm talking from the average Joe to famous people, you know, like Questlove DJing until 5 in the morning just for people.
Are amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
By the way, we should say, I don't know who owns Zoom or what company it is, but they have not raised their prices. They still have free accounts.
They also haven't crashed.
Who could blame them if they wanted to charge $2 more now? Like,
What about the flip side of that? The people from Skype who really messed up.
What'd they do?
Nobody ever heard of them again. This would have been their time.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Nobody's using Skype anymore. Weird.
You could have more
Zoom is
people
kicking
on
ass.
Zoom,
Actually, you know who's using Skype? It's kind of interesting. Old people. Like,
I was about to say.
Skype is very 1990s.
I remember when I got my computer with Skype, the first thing I did is put a Band-Aid over it. They spy on you through the camera. It's not secure. It's really, no.
So, Ronnie, is the Daily Show wrapped? What's going on?
We took a week to adjust, and then now we're just filming it from our homes, literally. Like Trevor does it from his house, and then we do chats with him from wherever we are. And then I just did a field piece. We're still trying to get it done.
I gotta watch it. Is it good? It's probably fun.
It's good. It's good. It's good. You know, for it. It's like a real testament to like adaptability of the show. Like everyone just quickly adapted, and he's doing his monologue from his couch, and it's got production value, you know, for what it is. And I don't know. I think it's fun. And I mean, I never say that content is essential. Like I you know, it's very self-serving to say that, especially there's so much content out there. But I do think like a news program is kind of essential right now. People want to know what's going on. So, you know, that's the only.
And they all are doing it from home now. All of them.
So all of them. I think like Colbert is doing it from home as well, right?
Yeah, no, but like CBS Nightly News, they're all doing it from home.
Yeah.
I love
Chris
Cuomo.
Chris
The
Cuomo.
Cuomo brothers are the best. Chris and his brother, I will watch them all day long.
Chris is sick. You heard that, right? He got the virus.
He's
Oh, he
sick,
did?
but he's healthy. He's actually doing all right. But him and his brother
The governor.
are the funniest thing on TV right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So what else?
I don't know.
On a positive note, I mean, I know the danger's still there for the elderly, but judging by, you know, I was worried if people would come out to comedy after this or how long it would take to recover. But judging by all the idiots who went to go watch the UNSS come in, or whatever that ship was, the ship came in, everyone ran out to watch it. I feel like I feel like everyone's just gonna come back to comedy, or I don't know, maybe
Well, give it time because there's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna get worse.
Danny had a point that people.
What are you doing, Ronnie?
You know, we've heard now for so long, keep you 6 feet distance and all of that. People are going to be a little bit nervous going to a club where they're sitting shoulder to shoulder with each other. But I think that people are going to be so sick and tired of sitting home, they will come out.
Yeah.
The problem that's going to, because I think that clubs are going to open up all over the country, especially if they're not as bad as California or New York. But it's going to suck for us because when you come out of New York, they're quarantining you in the place you go for a certain amount of time, which is still going to fuck us.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So if I fly to go do a gig, I gotta be in Toledo for 2 weeks. I'll kill myself. I'd rather get the corona and just stay.
Robert, by then it's going to be okay. By then, maybe the quarantine is not going to be as harsh as it.
Or they'll have a cure.
Huh?
Maybe they'll have a cure by then. Like maybe they'll have a cure, an antidote.
A vaccine.
Like Star Trek.
Vaccine, yeah.
They have they have more and more of these therapies which seem promising, antivirals, a hydrochloroquine, and the one that they developed for Ebola. I heard about another one that they
mixed with a Zeke pack also.
Yeah,
Right.
and there was another one they developed for
But they're experimental.
for AIDS, the AIDS drug.
No, for AIDS.
One
For
of the AIDS drugs is
yeah.
supposed to very good. So you know, there's legitimate chance that, I mean, obviously if they find a powerful treatment, that would change everything, just like penicillin, you know, for strep throat or something, it changes it.
Well, Gabby's father had it, and they put him on the
whose father?
Dave Bryant.
Gabby Bryant, the girl who works on my podcast. Her father's Dave Bryant is the keyboard player for Bon Jovi, and he got it. His wife didn't get it, or she had it but shows no symptoms. He actually got very sick, but they gave him the what is it? The what did you say? What are the
hydrochloroquine and Z-Pack?
And a Z-Pack, and he feels better. He's doing great.
We went to high school together.
So it works.
That combo helped a lot of people, but it doesn't help people that have heart conditions. But if you're okay, that combo helps a lot of people. That's what I've heard.
Did you say you went to high school with him?
Yeah.
You look completely different.
But he has that money to poof up his hair and everything.
We need to get you some money to poof up your hair.
He already blew 10 grand trying to fix his hair.
15
grand.
Wow.
I had to go back and do it a second time.
What did you do? Get a hat? Is that a $15,000 hat?
No, I just finished the treatment, so it's all like fakakta. It's not ready.
Oh, you got a transplant.
It's incubating. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad your priorities are correct in the coronavirus.
Well, I didn't. I mean, I got it done about a year and a half ago, and then the guy messed it up, so I had to redo it. This is before this happened. I had staples in the back of my head, and I thought they were not going to be able to take them out because that would be the first thing to go. It's like, well, I guess nobody needs hair transplants now. So, but fortunately, I got them out just in time. So now they just wait another year, and then I'm going to have something I really don't even care anymore.
I know you like plastic surgery. You can probably get it very cheap right now.
I do.
My
mother makes me get it all the time.
You get plastic surgery on what? Your fingers?
My mother's been making me do it since 1989. Every time she sees me on TV, she's like, you need to get your nose done. You need to get your chin fixed. You need to get your eyes done.
Fuck Tiger King. I want to see this documentary.
Yeah, it's kind of a little Norman Bates-ish.
It's a little weird that your mom. It's a little weird that your mom. My mom.
It's not just her.
What?
My grandmother too. It started in 1989. I was on the Morton Downey show. Remember, Noam?
Yeah.
And my grandmother said, "I saw you on TV. We have some money put aside. You should get your nose done. Look at you." You dirty Jew. You know?
I mean, usually when everybody's supposed
to go down the nose. What else?
Well, then the doctor said you don't have a chin, so I'll give you one. So I got an implant here. And then when I was on Crashing, which is like 30 years later, my mother goes, you know what? And remember, I was in that towel. So I thought she was going to say, you got to get to a gym or you got to get new hair. But she goes, you got to get your eyes done. I mean, this woman just hates the way I look. Whose mother talks to them like that? You're supposed to say, God, he's so handsome.
Yeah, that's right. Usually when everybody calls you ugly, your mother's supposed to be the one that says, no, you're beautiful.
Oh, my sister too.
Your mother just throws money at you. Get your face fixed.
Don't embarrass me.
I don't see you look the same though. Like what? I don't see any.
There's nothing that can be done is what the point of the story is.
There's no cure.
There's no cure.
Like what?
It wasn't like that girl from Dirty Dancing. I don't look any different.
Yeah, there's no difference. Like there's a difference between off the wall Michael Jackson and Beat It. You know what I mean? There's no difference.
Yeah. No, but we like spending a lot of money on useless things.
Oh my God.
Danny, have you ever had any plastic surgery?
No, never.
Well, Danny lost a lot of weight, though. You lost a lot of weight in the last year or so, right?
I'm putting it back on now, but I did. I like 40 pounds I lost.
Yeah, you look good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I lost 30 pounds.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I lost 30 pounds. And I had pasta for the first time. I got to be careful in this pandemic.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, because we're storing all these food, but Dawn has to buy food for the kid and her. So that, you know,
Excuses.
Oh.
It's not
There's
for
a-
you, it's for
God
the
forbid the
kid.
kid eats vegetables and lean diet.
Yeah,
You gotta get
exactly.
pasta and cake for the kid.
they made pancake Sunday. We have every Sunday, which I've been fine with. But she got keto pancakes for me this Sunday, which is garbage.
What's keto?
Yeah, what's
Ugh.
that?
It's a coconut. It's non-grain pancakes. It's made out of coconut.
I got
stuff.
some
You
great
must be
keto
making
pancakes for
spaghetti
you.
from zucchinis. Come on, it's not the same.
Ronnie says he has some good keto pancakes.
I
What
got
is it?
pancake, banana egg pancake.
Banana
Yes,
egg?
those
All
are great.
Just banana and egg. It's
I
just
gotta-
banana and egg.
Dawn made
That sounds
homemade.
good.
Dawn made homemade pasta the other night with her sauce, and I had pasta for the first time in 14 weeks. And this is why I'm an addict, and it's just dangerous. And I don't care. They all went to bed. I woke up and went out and ate by I put pasta in a bowl like a drug addict. And I was buttons going so she wouldn't hear the beeps. Because I knew beep beep. I just opened and I opened the door and I ate it like this, just trying, because if she came out, it was so good though. Oh my God, was it good?
You're like
You know,
Meryl
Robert's
Streep in
wife, Dawn.
defending your life. Oh, sorry.
No. So Robert's wife Dawn is a great cook.
Yeah,
Like she's fantastic.
Really? Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
a great
That's the
cook.
best and the worst thing to happen. I guess.
It is, but she's, I mean, yeah, it's a weird thing because we've been all like, you know, we have to become these teachers now because we have a 6-year-old. So we have to wake up and I have to be, of course, I'm not doing math, English, or anything smart. She gave me one day and I fucked up 2 of his problems. he got his math wrong and some of the English. She came in. She goes, "No, you can do art and you can do science and he can build shit." She's like, "You can." So I do all the rubber room stuff. You know what I mean? So we actually built a bookshelf today with the. Is that Mila?
Yeah, no. She's because this is my daughter Mila. For those of it, Mila. So her dad set up, and Max plays too, set up a Minecraft server
Yes.
so that all the kids in the neighborhood can play
That's awesome.
Minecraft together.
Wow.
And we set up another program which allows them to talk to each other. So
Is it Skype?
it's called Multiple.
Uh,
I can't give you the phone. You want? Okay, okay. So let me just help her out. Go ahead.
So
What the?
Okay,
by the way, while Noam's away, what the hell's going on in the back of his room there? It looks like
Yeah.
that is that base. I'll tell you because I know that's his studio downstairs. That's where he gets to be, and that is all guitars and amps and foam.
piano, all his instruments, yeah.
Yeah. So when he has his band, or when things are going on, that will all be cleaned up, and there'll be a band down there making music and stuff like that. But right now, it's a sign of intelligence. Being messy is a sign of intelligence. I swear to God, I looked it up, Estee. I looked it up.
I'm very smart.
I gotta be the smartest person alive.
Yeah.
Looking around like,
I always.
look how dumb I am.
Oh, you are. So, that is such your apartment too.
No, I'm in a hotel.
Is that a
Oh, you
hotel?
are?
Yeah. I got stuck in a Sydney hotel.
You're in
Where are you at?
Australia?
Australia.
I'm in Australia. Yeah.
Holy cow.
wow.
Yeah.
This Zoom is unbelievable. Connection's
I know.
perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the internet. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. I'm old. I use Skype.
What are you talking about?
Ronnie,
It's been a
Ronnie,
phone.
you come through clearer than Dave or Eagle.
Yeah,
or,
you're
or
the clearest
Gina.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe all it is you guys just gotta wipe your camera once in a while. Just take your thumb and wipe
You're
it.
using a good microphone.
I also
Oh,
have
yeah.
I have lights right behind the screen also.
I'm
Yeah, you
actually.
said lighting.
I think I look the best out of everybody right now, but
You look
Robert,
better
you've
than
been-
You're well lit.
I'm
Yeah.
well lit. I actually took a YouTube course in lighting.
Really?
You've been preparing for this moment for years, man. You've been setting up your. I know you've been setting up your studio. You got the good mics. You have food in the back. You're the guy you're the comic who set up for this situation.
It's sadly I have been. I shoot a show from my shed.
Yeah.
It's I've been definitely setting this up for a while. I'm prepared for this. To be honest, I'm scared. What's gonna suck is that we're gonna come out of this in the summer, and then in the fall we're gonna be right back to where we were.
Oh no, don't say that.
That's what they're saying. Yeah. That's what they're saying is that in the fall we're gonna come right back to this, and it actually makes me think: why am I living in the epicenter of? I love New York. I love here.
Yeah, but you are not in New York City, Robert.
I know, but I'm still a victim of.
New York State is not the same as the city.
Yeah, but I'm still a victim of it.
Everybody's of each other.
But if I lived in Tampa, I'd have $1 million home for the price of my home.
Spring break, crazy, idiotic kids.
Yeah, remember that tiger lady lives there too. You got to be careful of that.
Yeah, but I could solve that crime. I could solve it. I know I could solve it.
Ronny, is your wife with you?
Yes, yeah, she happened to be with me, so we both got stuck in Sydney. And to be honest, it's pretty good here. Like it's free healthcare, free education. Noam, you hearing this?
That's why I forgot. Ronnie's stuck in Australia. I forgot about that.
Ronnie, stop acting like you're gonna get smarter.
Listen, capitalism, great television, very poor healthcare. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
We have a ship in a harbor, Ronnie. All right.
That is amazing.
Rachel Maddow said it wasn't going to come, and it came.
Did you guys see this?
Huh?
Did you guys see this?
Oh shit!
I saw that.
What is it? I mean, it's
What
Ray,
is
but
that?
what is he doing?
Ray Allen. I saw that. He has to really be spoken to.
Staying the fuck away from each other.
All right.
That's hilarious.
What
He
is
has
that
it?
bedroom? Yeah.
He has the virus?
No, I would love for the Aruban hooker to
Don't say
stick
it.
her head in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's an Aruban hooker in the back. That's
Yeah.
what I was getting confused.
He's in downtown Orangetat right now, and some speaking papiamento with a
There was graffiti behind him. That was his bedroom.
but seriously, who would put that on who would put that on Instagram?
An idiot.
What is this?
Oh, Ray.
No, he's not. That's a subway. He's at the subway station.
Without his shirt on?
Yeah.
with
You
that?
know,
Why
Ray.
would he be without his
He's a
shirt
liberal.
on?
He's a liberal.
What?
Dude, have you seen Stavy Baby's Instagram?
Who's that?
I've seen it.
Stavros Halkias. Look at people
Oh,
put
no.
weird stuff on people are doing weird stuff right now on I mean, there's a lot of weird content that's being released. People are releasing content from 10 years ago because they don't have any new content. It's getting weird out there. The number one show are people who own tigers who are insane. We're losing our fucking minds.
Yeah.
The only thing that could distract us.
I bet Netflix buys Ray Allen's that as a show.
Oh my God.
Why?
There you go.
What is that?
Stavy Baby. It's Stavros.
Oh no!
Stavros.
Oh my God!
Did you see the first
my
comment?
God.
Look at the first comment.
I want to
you
go
see-
back to
Oh
comments.
God.
Wait a
Even my fetus was offended.
What did
No.
the comments say?
Dobby, baby.
Did you see Yamanika and Chloe last night? Someone bring up. I put it on my Instagram story. One of the funniest things. It's on Yamanika's. She was talking about her hair because you forget that black girls get their hair the weave, and as their hair grows, they have to go get it done. But all the shops are closed, so their hair's growing in with the weave attached, and it's like what Yamanika's like. I don't know what to do, and she's like, just take it in, put your hair. And then what happens next is literally one of the funniest things I've ever seen on the internet.
Where can I find it, Robert?
It's on Yamanika's page.
Because
it's on-
her
it's on-
rant about that buffet in Harlem was really great too.
Buddy, I laughed so hard.
Me too.
Wait, I'll put up Yamanika's Instagram. You tell me where to get it. Hold on.
Okay, I'll tell you which one to get. It's so funny. All right, it's okay.
No.
Oh, that one. That one with
This one?
No. It's Chloe.
The yellow. With the yellow writing, Monday.
There you go,
That
right
one?
there.
Maybe that one.
That's
maybe.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Can you guys
This-
hear it?
Well, Troy is here. Troy, please. I need my hair done. Can you come over my house, please?
No, she
I
don't.
do need my hair done. My weave starting to come out from the back.
You need to take it out. You need to take it out.
Look,
Use the time.
you
need to
know,
take it
because
out.
Troy does. Everybody, my hairstylist Troy Styles is here. I mean, he can't work right now because of the COVID. But please, when he gets back into business, come up to Harlem, get your hair done. I'll be there all the time. Again, you can start to see. Look at the growth. My hair grows fast.
I understand it, but what I'm telling you is that you should just take your weave out. And
No, that's it.
Oh.
Listen,
That's great.
she took her hair off like it was a Yankee hat. She put it on the pillow next to her like it was a Shih Tzu. I fucking shit my pants. I watched it 900 times.
What a reveal.
Oh, Yamanika, it's
Oh,
one
so
of the
great.
funniest I've ever seen.
That's how
Can
you
you
make
believe
an
this fucking
Instagram.
technology? It's amazing. Sorry.
Zoom is killing it. Zoom definitely. Once you Zoom, you can't go back to Skype.
I mean, Ronnie's in Australia. We're all here. I'm able to bring up stuff from the internet, play it with sound. Everybody can watch
Amazing.
it live all over the fucking world for free.
Yep.
For free.
That's crazy.
Hi, buddy.
It's crazy.
Say hi.
That's really cool.
Say hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Noam.
Hey, Max, how you
There's,
doing?
there's Estee. There's Estee.
Hey, Estee.
Hi. Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
Noam.
Yeah.
The first time when Mila came on, like, it was so hard because she didn't have her microphone on, but she died from a skeleton.
On Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Not in Minecraft. Okay. Come here. I love you.
Tell Robert.
I love you so
Tell
much.
Robert that he can play. The kids are all playing if he wants.
The kids are all playing.
After we're done, we can play because it's in the same room. They're not playing now. They're not playing now.
Are they playing right now?
No, they're not. No.
They're not playing now. All right, give me a kiss. I'll see you later. All right.
We
Mwah. Be
we
good.
have a new puppy
Bye.
here.
I love you too.
Oh, look at us.
Oh, look at this.
That was a reaction Max was supposed to get.
Later. Come back.
Oh my God.
Oh man, what a beauty. That's not a Shibu emu, is it?
What?
It's a Pomsky.
Oh, I love those kind of things.
Oh, they're so
I
cute.
want to ask a serious question now. Who's scared? What? Like, have you had thoughts? Like, I have thoughts. Like, if I get this, I'm gonna die.
Oh no, I'm not scared of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm not scared of getting it. I want to get it. I think I had it. I absolutely think I had it. Absolutely.
I do
What
too.
are you talking
I think I
about?
had it too.
I swear to God, I think I had it, Estee. A couple weeks ago, I got sick. I had I was getting a fever. I had
Oh, really?
yeah, I probably definitely had a version of it and just and
Me
just
too.
You know what's crazy? I had almost every symptom except for the fever.
Yeah, some
You have
people
no
Wow.
fever?
I didn't get a fever.
I
Anybody
thought I
else?
had it, and then I got tested here because free healthcare, and I didn't
Oh,
have
shut
it.
up, Ron.
Stop it,
Oh my God, Ronnie, stay there. Just stay there.
Look at
Stop
you.
coming back here and taking our money on Netflix. How's that?
By the way, just for the record, the tests are free here too.
Yeah.
You just can't
Where do you
get
get
them.
them? Yeah, you can't get them.
You
Did you
come
know
here.
that?
and-
I got tested. I thought I had it too. I was coughing and everything, and I had a
Where'd you
heavy
get
chest.
tested?
What's that?
Where'd you get tested?
We have a little. Some people have influence. I can't. talk about it.
Oh, wow.
When you live in Westchester, they come to your house.
That's actually true, though, isn't it? Though?
I just Juanita just called up. Juanita had really heavy chest. I had a little bit, but she was ahead of me on it, and she called up like 4 or 5 times to the whatever the number is, and she got an appointment in New Rochelle at the drive-through thing,
Oh, yeah, New Rochelle.
and then we came back negative.
There's actually another number you can call for if you're a cop. There's a special number you can call, and you just go get checked immediately, and within 24 hours, you know if you got it or not.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Cops need that.
I tell you the truth, if I would suspect that I have it, I would pretend I don't.
Really?
It's probably best.
Yeah.
Total denial.
Well, especially if you live in an apartment building, if everybody knows you have it, where are you going to go?
You know, I'm staying with my son and grandson in New Jersey now.
Yeah, by the track.
But in my building, the first and third one actually, there is an outbreak. People have it.
I hate my apartment building. I hear people walking in and out coughing all day. I live in the East Village. They go jogging. They cough into the building, out of the building.
Really?
I'm like, I can't leave my apartment.
No.
Yeah, like nobody in my building has said they've had it yet. We got a lot of people here. Nobody has. I usually hear all the gossip, and I haven't heard anybody that has it yet. Which is
I'm wearing a mask.
Management releases emails for us.
I'm wearing a mask going outside too. I went to Home Depot I had to get something for the house, and Dawn goes shopping, and I wear a mask. I wear a mask, and people like don't. I wear a mask anytime I leave this house, and I feel like an ass. I really do. I feel like an ass. I'm like, but because especially at Home Depot, it's all alpha males walking around.
I was there too.
Masks, and
I was there Thursday.
I have my Perel, and
you are an alpha male.
I was there to get an extension cord for the video game I put together myself. Alpha male. I put one of those arcade games together. Golden Tee. You know those video games from the 80s?
Yeah.
Put it together myself. It would have taken a man an hour, but it took me 3 days. But it looks beautiful. Like what they used to have in bars with the trackball.
We got it.
Let me keep explaining it because I really don't think. I feel like Ronnie's not getting it.
I mean, other than the postings that I see on either on the internet, do you keep in touch with the other comics? Because I've been getting text messages and emails, and it seems very, very connected. That people want to be connected.
Unfortunately, I've talked to Colin, Keith, Rich every day.
Rich texted me today.
Actually, the first person I was worried about was Estee, because that kid hasn't missed a performance since 1987. I was actually genuinely worried if he was okay, but he really seems fine. I'm surprised.
Yeah, and Colin's been social.
All the comics are very, very sweet. I mean, the messages I'm getting is just unbelievable. And on Friday, which is the Avails Day, maybe 100 of them. Everybody texting.
That's when I spent mine on Friday.
Just to connect.
Yeah.
So sad.
It warms my heart to know that we belong to in this kind of a community. Yeah. It really does. It's
we
very
miss each other.
sincere.
Yeah.
Huh?
We miss each other.
Yeah.
We miss hanging out.
Right.
Speaking of that, Noam has set up one of these Zoom chats for comics, not to be recorded or being put out, just if you want to pop in and go hang out and talk to other comics.
Is that I was just there. No one was there. I was just there by myself.
Yeah, me and Ronnie were in that room.
I didn't know. I didn't know that was set up.
No, we set you. You weren't supposed to be in this one, Ronnie. You were supposed to be in that one. No, we're glad you made it here.
We're on the other one, and then we came back to this one.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was set up. I think we got to limit the hours to like a particular time because otherwise, no one's gonna catch each other.
Yes, right now the hours are 6 to midnight in the evening.
Yeah, I think we got to cut it down to like to start with like 9 to 11 or something.
Yeah,
because that way.
Yeah.
Later, do it like a midnight.
At 7:30 to midnight.
No, because if it's so spread out, they're gonna miss each other.
Yeah.
That's what.
But it's very, very sweet, though. I mean, it's unusual. I don't think that a bunch of lawyers in a law firm miss each other as much as the comics miss each other.
Yeah.
How's everybody sleeping?
I can't sleep for shit, but that's because I have a terrorist inside me. So I haven't been able to sleep.
Hey, wait when they're a little older. Then you'll understand the true meaning of a terrorist.
So I've been trying to find this video that Danny did on Facebook where he's screaming and yelling. And it's so funny, but now I realize you post like every 5 minutes. I can't even.
I know, but I delete a lot of things.
You post like a teenage girl.
I know. Yeah, I like the post.
Hey, Danny, you should take now advantage of the time that you are home and keep designing your ties.
I have
The bow ties.
I
What
don't
do you
think
have?
anyone is going to buy my ties.
What is it? Let me see.
Depression. We have no food. we
Oh,
have
Robert, you should
Who wants a tie?
I want to see one. Let me see one. I want to see
Yeah.
it.
He has some gorgeous stuff. He really, really does.
I got this one.
Oh, wow.
Pattern on pattern. It's cotton tweed, and then
Oh,
I
nice.
embroider on it. So it's
That
like,
would make me look fat.
okay, here's another one. I got this one.
That would make me look fatter.
You have something in a funhouse mirror.
Yeah, I can't have anything with animals on it.
Fish. Why you don't
Oh,
like?
I like that. Well, that would make me look. I'd look like an elephant seal if I had.
No, but he has really cool bow ties.
Ooh, bow ties. That would look good in a bow tie, baby.
Bow ties are all sold out. I got this one.
Well, let me see. Ooh, look, I like that one.
Nice.
That's very nice.
But no one's buying ties. No one has a job now. It's ridiculous.
Even when they have jobs.
Ronnie has a job. Danny, Ronnie has a job.
Ronnie has a job and free health care.
Can afford a tie.
Danny, what's your website? I'll go buy a tie.
Ronnie,
Danny.
you're never going to live it down
Andy
now.
Cohen ties. I'll give you. Let me know, and I'll give you a discount on that.
Go Danny
Danny-
Cohen ties.
Danny Cohen.
I got it. Okay.
Don't give him a
Can't
discount.
give him a fucking free tie to wear it on the Daily Show.
Yes,
I'll
I
get
will.
a tie. I'll get a
No,
tie.
but they're really, I've seen some of his stuff. It's really, really original and nice.
Thanks, sis.
You're not going to see
Aw.
yourself.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
want
looking for.
original. Nobody goes to buy clothes wants original.
Original
What?
is good.
No, it looks good, Noam. It really does.
Oh, look at
There you
that.
go.
There we go.
That's so
That's my
cool.
green bee.
I like that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's great. That's a great one.
Thanks.
That's good.
That's a great tag. Scroll down.
Scroll
Oh, these
down.
are-
I mean, he has some good
That's a
stuff.
great
He-
site.
And embroidery.
The website's unbelievable.
Did Lenny Marcus do
Yeah.
that website?
Did not, because he did mine, and mine looks different.
A
Oh,
neighbor.
I want the B. Can I get the B? My wife's last name is Weatherby. That'd be a good tie to
Oh,
have.
that's cute.
I
This
got
is
the
really
bee
cute.
green. I got the bee in a metallic gingham.
Oh, I like a gingham. What's a gingham?
I like to be against the dark, the more conservative background, against the dark gray.
Oh, you like the, you
Why
like
is it going to be conservative? No.
Yeah. That's way better.
Oh, I like that one. That's what I want. I want that one.
wool. This is wool.
I want that. I'll buy that right now. How much? Let's do a bidding war. How
I'll
much?
give you $100 for it.
I'll give you 89.
Robert, that's not how you bid, you dummy.
Estee, I'll wear it.
I know. So will he.
Noam will just give it to me for Christmas. How much
Robert,
is the
we're
tie?
not going to have Christmas. There's going to be no Christmas this year.
I know.
Oh,
There's no Passover.
No, I'm not saying that.
Passover was canceled.
A what?
Passover's canceled.
For a
Yeah, I
plague.
know.
5,000 years. They never canceled the damn thing, right?
Can somebody explain this to
They
me?
canceled it for a plague, Dave. I said.
Go figure.
Can somebody explain this to me honestly?
Yeah.
We're on Mars where we have video coming back from another planet. We go to space. We have cars that drive themselves. We have all this technology. Why is it going to take over a year to synthesize something to combat this when we've been doing it for years? We've been coming up with stuff for cures for AIDS and the flu and all. Every year we have to come up with another flu vaccine. Why is it going to take so long for this one when they know what it is, the corona? Why is it going to take so long for this?
You never know what a novel virus. It's a novel.
Danny,
virus.
not you. The other side. Ronnie. No,
Robert.
I'm kidding, Danny. Go ahead.
Because
I'm kidding. No, you go, Danny. Please, Ronnie, you. I meant you.
Where is he? What's going on?
Oh,
Go ahead, Ronnie. Go ahead, Ronnie.
no, I don't know. I don't know why.
Oh, Danny, go ahead. You go, Danny.
It's a novel. We don't know the strain. When a novel virus, it's always new with a novel virus.
That's
It's
what novel means.
Did you call it a strain?
Yeah, it comes out of an animal. It's not a human virus. It's not
Robert.
from an animal. So we never know what it is. Right?
I think, Robert, I think part of this is the internet culture, man. It's like you want it now, you want it now, but things take time. All these people are gonna die. You're gonna release
They have
something that's
to
gonna
test
kill
it.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta test it on people. Everyone wants
Yeah.
it now because we video on demand. We can get whatever movie we want now. Why can't we get the vaccine now? It's like, yo, it takes time to develop stuff, man. Patience.
Well, Robert was asking a question that I did. It's like they do develop a new flu vaccine every year.
Yeah.
Right.
But I suppose I don't.
But the
no
flu
idea, but
vaccine, the flu vaccine only has like a 33% success rate.
yeah, but
So
I feel like they use the same base for the vaccine. Like there's certain elements of that vaccine which have been tested, and then they change part of it or something. Because you're right. Like why would this take so long to test?
It's from an animal. It's not a human virus. It's
We
from an
got that. It's a novel virus from an
Right,
animal.
so-
We got
So they don't know how to. They have no antibodies. They know.
Danny,
They
You know
don't
what?
the bee tie, Danny, the bee
It
tie.
takes time and they have to test it. But you know what I find very outrageous? That all the wet markets where this thing started,
Yeah,
reopening.
I know. Crazy.
This is, and the Chinese government is keeping their eyes, covered. It's unbelievable.
Do I hear
Ronnie?
Tucker Carlson playing in the background?
Ronnie,
What?
Ronnie, well,
Why they're opening the wet market again?
listen,
You're right.
guys.
Why?
Ronnie.
It's all down to you now, Ronnie. What's the answer?
Guys, sometimes you need a wet market, you know. Sometimes you got,
sometimes you need a little dog.
sometimes
By the way-
sometimes dry just doesn't, it's too dry. You need something moist.
This is, can I just say something really quick?
You guys obviously haven't eaten bat.
Oh my God!
You would understand.
I just got a text message from Joe DeRosa. This is why my friends are just terrible people. He texted me, did you hear what the fucks at Apple just did? And I was like, oh my God, what? I thought they, something going on with the virus or something. And I wrote, what? He wrote, they announced a new keyboard folio with the trackpad yesterday, the fucks, and it's 300. Just cunts.
Priority, Robert.
There's people
Those are
dying.
priorities.
Next to there's a ship, the Mercy. The Javits Center's a hospital. And he's worried about, oh,
No, the
God.
joke's on him. He just moved back to New York City. What an idiot.
What?
Ronnie, I have one question. This is not a political question. I'm just actually curious. Is the Daily Show covering this Joe Biden Tara Reid story?
I have no
What's
idea.
that story?
I don't even know
What?
about-
Yeah, what is the Joe Biden Tara Reid story?
I almost hooked up with Tara Reid, by the way, in Vegas at a nightclub around
Really?
20 something years ago.
Oh.
The one that Joe Biden?
Hang on, let me do the math.
I would like to hear that off air.
Married, met Dawn, then we broke up. Okay, yeah, around 20 something years ago. Tara Reid from American Pie, the actress.
From
No,
Jersey. He's
there's
from
another-
Long Branch.
Oh, sorry.
There's another Tara Reid that
Oh.
just accused Joe Biden of a sexual
Oh.
assault.
It's
Robert,
another one.
I thought the same Tara Reid you were thinking, and I'd like
Oh,
to hear
yeah.
that story later on if you don't
that
mind.
story, the club story, the hookup story.
Yeah,
was
that's
good.
what I
Well,
I
was.
want to hear Robert's story. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
she was all over me, and I was, because I did a show, and she was at the show, and when you do a show, and all over me, and she was talking to me. We were in a little section in the nightclub at the Hard Rock, and there was bottle service, and I mean, in my ear, so anyways, you're so fun. And then I saw Chuck Knobloch from the Yankees. Remember
Oh,
Chuck
God.
Knobloch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't stop
Yeah.
fixing himself all the time before he got up and bat, right?
No, he was a mental thing.
Yeah, well, I
couldn't
saw
play.
him, but I'm a Red Sox fan. So I was like, Chuck Knobloch. And I just started talking to him. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like 15 minutes went by. Yeah, there she is.
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Oh
But what-
God.
not
That's
now.
too thin. That's too thin.
What is
that's
that?
Oh.
Implant.
Why do some women have that weird thing between the? What is
That's
that?
implants.
That's implants.
Yes.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah,
the, in the middle,
this-
it's her body, and then the implants show the boobs. But when you
Noam
see
just ruined.
kind of
Noam
a,
just ruined my whole story.
Sorry,
Well,
you're
I
on
remember
Chuck
when she
Knobloch. Go
looked
ahead,
the
Chuck
way she
Knobloch.
did.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
can't recover from what you just showed.
yeah, Yes, you can.
Show her from American Pie, you
Yeah, you gotta
jackass.
show
Not
Hopper.
now.
That was
I thought
gross.
I saved the story, but go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, maybe you know what? In hindsight, you might have.
No, but you know what? The last couple of days that I saw Biden being interviewed, the guy is losing it. He cannot keep a train of thought. Something wrong with his eyes. He's squinting. It's just something strange going on with him.
He's had work done.
Really is. Huh?
He's had work done. So she was 20. She's 44 now, Robert. So she was around 24 when you almost made it with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, but I messed up. What are you gonna do?
No, you didn't mess up. Ironically, every man will. If you see a sports guy that you know's been in the World Series, you can't help yourself.
I'm a Red Sox fan. There you go.
There's 24.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
If it was LeBron or that 24-year-old Tara Reid, I don't know. I'm picking Tara.
I messed
You'd
up.
be surprised when you're in the situation.
I don't know. It was it wasn't Derek Jeter. It was Chuck Knobloch.
I know, but still, it's like one of those things. Meeting one of those guys, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
Noam, you're gonna think this is on purpose, but I actually have to go. So
Wait.
yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
We should actually wrap up a little bit.
It's very good to see you all.
Nice to see you too,
Bye,
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
I'm just trying to find a
Yeah,
picture
I'm
of
good. I'm
Robert
so
from
happy
20
to
years
see you
ago.
all. I really am.
I never mind. I can't.
You just have to,
Everybody looks so good.
you just have to type in "sexy Bob Kelly." And
Is that really it?
And
That's it.
Angelina, take care with your baby.
Ronnie,
Thank you so
safe.
much.
Bye, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
You guys
Bye,
soon.
Ronnie.
Bye.
Enjoy your health care.
All right.
I guess
Bye,
we can.
Rob.
Oh, here it is. Sexy Bob Kelly. Yeah, here it is, right on the right here. I'll play it.
What?
You look good
Oh,
there.
no.
Oh, come on.
Oh, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. I wish that was me. Scroll up though. There
Oh,
he is.
here's
No,
that's
scroll
one.
the other way. Scroll
No,
down
no,
at me.
no.
There I am, right there.
That
Look at
one.
there's Puerto Rican Bob
This
Kelly.
one. This one, yeah. But that's the
Sexy
one.
Bob
Shirt, the
Kelly.
gray shirt. The gray
Yeah, the gray shirt. That's sexy Bob Kelly over in the
Wow.
left.
Oh,
But
wow.
where's the old Bob Kelly like from the 90s that had hair and all those
All the
pictures?
pictures of
Scroll
R.
up,
Kelly.
Pictures
scroll
we have
up
on
to
the
the left.
wall.
R.
Scroll up
Kelly.
right
the
there.
pictures that we
Look,
have on
look
the
at that.
wall.
That's Puerto Rican Bob Kelly right there. Go ahead.
Wow.
Click on that. That's Puerto Rican Bob Kelly right there.
I didn't even recognize you there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had hair. I was good looking. That little
And a
mullet.
tan.
Oh yeah, look at that goatee.
You look amazing.
Yeah, I did. And then there's see the chubby photo.
Here?
No,
Here?
the other.
That-
Hey,
This
all
one?
right, don't go. Don't go. I think it's time to wrap
This
up
one?
right now. Well, listen, everybody. It's been Estee. It's so good to see you and everybody else.
Same
I'm
here.
glad everybody's in a good spirits. This was a lot of fun. And of course, Noam is going to be here, or me, or all of us going to be here trying to do this every night to keep the Comedy Cellar family laughing and talking and together. So Noam, thanks for putting this together. Mushy
Thanks,
Mike,
Noam.
thanks for producing it. Estee, we love you. And
I love you too. I love you all. I really do.
I hope to
That's
see
my
you
son,
soon.
Manny.
Others,
Hi,
but I
Manny.
love you all.
All
I
right.
actually love you all.
And
Stay
next
healthy,
time
everybody.
when Juskow's on this, his hair will be here. So we'll have something
It's
to look forward
true.
to. All right, we'll see
Hey,
you guys.
Juskow, don't
we'll see you
listen to you,
guys-
mom. You're okay.
Thank you, Estee. I appreciate
Okay?
that. Thank you.
I
Tell
like
you
his-
Bye,
what-
you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you
Wait,
guys
special
later.
Thanks to Mike.
Bye,
because-
guys.
Because Mike's doing this out of the goodness of his heart. So give thanks
Thanks,
to Mike.
Mike.
Mike, who?
Bye,
Thank you.
Mike.
Mike
That's so
Suarez.
You're not paying him? Wait a minute. Stop. You're paying him. No. All right. Listen. Goodbye. I'll see you guys later.
Robert, there's
Mike.
a pandemic.